Hey guys, and welcome back to
Fit Couples Q&A number 2.
This is part 2 of our Fit Couples Q&A, and we are going to answer 5 more questions that you guys were asking on the last video.
I reach a point at every contest prep where as you asked me if I wanted ass or cheesecake, I would take the cheesecake 10 out of 10 times.
So let's get down to it. Question number 1 came from Bohemian_Jules. That has me intrigued already.
What is a Bohemian Jewel?
I don't know. I really want to go check it out. That's why I was asking. So she asks, are you able to support yourself off of competing, or do you have regular full-time jobs?
Awesome question. In the fitness industry, this is like, I think anyone that's been in the fitness industry for any amount of time, everyone learns the hard lesson that it's hard to be a professional competitor. Even the top people have trouble being a professional competitor.
Only.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just survive off of only competing. You can't make your ends meet by only competing, even as a top pro.
Yeah, it's not kind of like, there's just not enough money flowing through the sport. It's not like other professional sports where the viewership is so huge that, you know, you can literally just be an athlete that practices and plays on Sundays and earns a salary for that. So, you know, you can certainly make a career out of it, as we have and as many people do, but no, we certainly don't compete for a living. We kind of live to compete.
Yes.
It's more how it goes.
And even, you know, and especially, you know, Greg as an
Definitely
amateur.
For me, it's like an expensive hobby. For you, it's like break even or, you know, profitable, but by no means like live the way we want to, like meet our financial goals off of your competing. Definitely not. Absolutely.
But we have made a career from it, and that's what I want to touch on, and you know, especially to a lot of girls, because they're like, wow, it must be so awesome, you're just like a pro and you just get paid to be a pro. No, I've found ways to make my business from competing, and that is why I'm so thankful for competing, is because now I'm a posing coach and I can help other girls to pose and do something that I love. I work for a great company, Better Bodies, as a stylist, another passion of mine. I'm able to do a lot of dibble-dabble in some things of all my different passions from that, and make it into my lifestyle where I can compete.
Yeah, it's exactly the same for me. I mean, that's what I love to do. So, you know, I've been a gym owner for the last 9 years. I was marketing director for, you know, a fitness brand. So, you know, you build your life in a way that allows you to compete, really. And then the competing can add to it. You know, certainly through competing, you know, I built my personal network, you know, met a lot of great people, and definitely, you know, us going to shows together, you know, make friends with promoters and all those, you know, because we work in the industry, all those relationships, you know, add to our business. So it's definitely not competing for a living. It's a really good question. I think the best, like, it was a sad moment when I saw you realize that, like, you had, you know, probably your first really big magazine shoot, and you spent, you know, all day shooting, maybe 8 hours or something.
I tried 12.
Yeah, and you know, what'd you get, like $180? I mean, and it's just like, you know, of course, you know, just like we're saying, you can monetize that attention in different ways, but it's not like, I made it, like you kind of were expecting.
Yeah, right. But, you know, like you showed me, that those things help you along the way. So you learn to utilize it and make it work for you. Question number 2 comes from Jenna Lifts. How does one partner feel about or deal with the other spending so much time at the gym? Do you always work out together? Well, I don't know how do you feel about me always at the gym, because it feels like I'm always there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously from my perspective, pretty understanding of it because I have the same lifestyle, but I know for me, like, there can be times, especially when she's got long bits of cardio and work, and like, you know, she's heavily invested, or the same way when it's vice versa and she's home and I'm gone for a long time. could be worse places that you were. I mean,
I'm not doing anything else.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
thankful that you put time into your appearance, and I'm thankful that you are dedicated to bettering yourself. You know, I think all that stuff is really good. So I will never give you a hard time for being at the gym.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I feel the same way though. Like, you know, when it's flipped and you're training a lot, and even not just for competing, because, you know, you do so many other awesome things too. Like when you were training for the triathlon, that took a lot of hours. My God, that was like a lot of time. Or even when you were, you know, doing dirt bikes a lot more or whatever, it's like, I know that you love that stuff. I know that you enjoy that stuff. And yeah, I'm like, he could be at the titty bar. So, I mean, like, at least he's doing something else, like,
Yeah.
you know, to keep himself busy and happy.
You gotta
and
pick
like,
your battles, I think.
yeah. So, yeah, I think we're both pretty supportive of each other. And
But I think part 2 to that question kind of weighs into part 1. I mean, we don't always work out together, but we do, if it fits for that day or whatever, like, try to at least be at the gym at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, when she's like on a really strict program for a show, it's not the kind of training that, you know, and I have my own goals. So we'll try to be at the gym at the same time, so maybe I can help, you know, slap her on the back before a squat, or
Yeah, exactly.
you know, but to spot her or encourage her if I know she's having a tough day, to try to be there and push her through.
Yeah.
But sometimes that doesn't even work out, so it's just like, you know, see you tonight kind of a thing.
Yeah. Also, too, sometimes, not often, because I'm normally the one that's like, you want to work out with me? Like, I want to be around him all the time. I don't get tired of him. But there are times where he just wants to work out by himself, or I do. I just want to get in there, do what I got to do, and not have to worry about talking or chit-chatting or anything. I do always prefer that we work out together because he pushes me, but you know, there are times that we don't, because we just don't want to. But for the most part, we try to either train together or be at the gym at the same time, so that when we're done together and we can just go home and chill and hang out or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's an important point though. Like for me, like training is therapeutic, and I don't know if, like, I would recommend, if you guys like to read the book Quiet. It's about introverts and extroverts. So there's chances are that, you know, people watching, like, in a relationship, one of you guys is introverted. So that's like something her and I have to, like, she could never be alone a minute in her life and be cool with it. If I don't have like at least 2-3 hours by myself every day, I'll go crazy. So sometimes, like, I just need headphones in a gym where no one knows my name, and that's like, that keeps my sanity. So that's like an important thing, I think, in the relationship, is to know if someone needs alone time, like, by God's grace, like, give them some alone time.
And I'd just rather be stuck up his butt all day. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is.
But that's an important thing for couples to figure out, I think.
Yeah. Question number 3 comes from Nicole.Vanderstorm. How do you structure your lives, and what are your tips for time management? Do you do planning or food prep together? How do you encourage each other and hold each other accountable? Were you both avid fitness participants when you met? That was like 5 questions in one, but we are going to tackle this.
A whole handful.
All right, so how do you structure your lives, and what are your tips for time management?
That one's huge on diet. Like, you know, I don't want to veer off into time management 101, because I've certainly got my time management business talks. But like, as far as like fitness related, you know, it's certainly on the diet. Like, if you just wake up and get out the door, chances are your diet's not going to go well. Like, you got to be prepared.
No.
Make sure you've been to the store, so there's food to prepare. Mm-hmm. You got to have some food prepared. You got to know when your busy times are, when your downtime is. we even go as far as having backup. Like we've got stuff in the freezer, canned tuna or whatever.
Right.
Because it's just like sometimes, you know, you're just
so busy, you don't have time to go to the store, or
yeah, you run out of food and realize I don't have anything and I don't have time to go to the store. So certainly like the prior preparation for diet is really important.
Yeah, I mean, we just, you know, we make it a priority to
that's the best word.
Yeah, we make it a priority to get our food, whether that's, you know, going to the grocery store, or like we've been doing this whole like grocery pickup store, you know, like you make your order online and you go there and you pick it up. We know when we're gonna do that, and we do it together, and we make sure that it's like done so that we don't have to worry about that. So, you know, it's never like one or the other.
But it's a team effort too. Like,
yeah.
you know, I mean, I've been on the grill cooking chicken at 6 a.m. before because I know we didn't have food for the day. It's like, you know, or you had a break in the day and you came home and steamed all the vegetables. Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes we're like, you know, turn the music on and it's meal prep time.
Yeah.
But I think most of the time through the week, whoever's got the time does their little contribution to make sure, and we eat the same thing, so it's pretty easy.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously eats like gobs more of like the protein.
But it's the same shit.
I know, and don't make it sound like you are the only one manning the grill, because I can grill some good chicken.
It does get a tad dry because you do like the flames.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg.
I just want.
But I eat it and don't complain because I'm happy that you contributed.
The truth shall set you free.
You know, you're trying to takes 2 Dr. Peppers to get down that meal.
I'm never cook your own damn chicken. Fine, I'll get mine for my con meals, and you just do whatever you want. Well, guess I know now. Okay.
Part 4 of this question. Moving on.
All right, yeah. How do you encourage each other and hold each other accountable? Were you both avid fitness participants when you met?
Reference part 1 of this video.
Yeah, for that, if we were fitness avids before this, go back to part 1. And holding each other accountable. I mean, we both like essentially have the same goals.
You don't need anyone to hold you accountable. You hold yourself overly accountable. You like, I have to tell you to chill out.
This is true.
I, on the other hand, do take a little accountability. You'll ask me like, that looks like, how much rice is that? You know?
Yeah, or can we talk about the tablespoons of peanut butter? My God,
I'm more of like a round estimation.
Okay, so he gets like 2 tablespoons. They're like heaping. So technically like 5 actual tablespoons of peanut butter. So yeah, I mean, I don't really need any help. You do every now and then.
Yeah, but yours is like, never mind, we're not getting into that.
What? Again? What?
You've put your OCD standards on my meals. So it is accountability, but I can hold myself accountable too.
Right.
But it's all in encouraging. It's all in
Yeah.
fun. We're just messing with each other.
Yeah, but I mean, we were both pretty motivated on our own,
Yeah.
I would say. So, next question. Ms. Katie80. How do you eat healthy together? Make it a lifestyle. My guy likes to splurge more than I do. It's hard not to indulge when he does. True that. Man, it's hard. Yeah. It's hard when your significant other is sitting there on the couch eating your favorite burger or sushi the other night, and you just gotta sit there and watch them scarf it down and enjoy it. But, you know, for me, it's like, I know what my goal is, and I'm happy that I'm continuing on with my goal, and that doesn't mean he has to sit there and suffer. Sometimes he does, but, you know, sometimes you want to have your food, and I want you to have your food.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be missing out just because I'm choosing not to, you know?
Yeah,
it's not very
she
fair.
competes much more frequently than I do, so.
Yeah, it would not be
it's
fair.
It's definitely like, I'll get to eat something when she doesn't. That scenario happens most of the time.
Yeah, so I've kind of gotten, watch out.
Watch out. Watch out.
Did you see the
Careful.
spit rocket getting parched over here? I've kind of gotten used to that.
But we just play that by ear. Like sometimes, you know, if you don't feel like really being around it or whatever, I'll go out with friends and you'll chill just because you don't feel like being around it.
Yeah.
But sometimes you'll tag along.
Yeah, I mean, for
Good
the
about
most
that.
part, I'm totally fine to go to dinner with everybody, even going out. Like, we've gone to birthday parties where it's like at clubs, you know, till 2 in the morning, and I'm just over there sipping my water on water. And, you know, it's still fun. I still want to participate and be in things, and you just kind of have to find out, like, what you want to miss out on and what you don't, you know. And like you said, sometimes I'm just like so hungry and so not wanting to deal with it, and I don't want to sit there and watch everybody else eat while I just sit there, so I just choose not to go.
I actually like it though. I mean, when you're dining and I'm not, because it keeps me pretty strict.
Yeah, you
'Cause
do.
You know, I feel bad, or I just, you know, it's like, well, she's getting ripped, so I might as well drink HydroCharge and watch Netflix too.
But yeah, no, you do. For the most part, he keeps it pretty strict. He does have his cheat meals because he doesn't want to just be starving, but he'll keep it pretty strict. So there's been weekends where he didn't have cheat meals and just did higher carb days, or just went straight through and acted like he was on a diet. So, you know, you kind of tag team it and work together on it. And you just have to know that if you've got goals and you're trying to look, you know, go for a certain look or whatever, or get to a certain goal, and you can't have food, don't be upset at the other person for having food because they've got their own goals. And then if they just don't care and they're splurging like all the time and constantly eating in front of you, like maybe ask them or talk to them, you know, what if you like met me in the middle or something, or like, you know, help.
I think
do
it, you know, it all goes back to like being clear about having your goals together. I mean,
Yeah.
if I know your goals and you know mine, like if I was powerlifting and I needed to eat pizza every night or whatever, like, but as long as you knew my goal, you knew I wasn't doing it to like
Exactly.
rub it in your face or whatever. So it's like, it all goes back to like communication, deciding she's going to compete at this time, deciding I'm going to compete at that time, you know, and just so everybody knows, you know, who's where and why we're doing what, and it's no problem.
Last question. This actually came from my Facebook page. This is Sophia Perez, and we are gonna bust these out real quick. Number 1, who is the chef? We both are.
Yeah. I'm usually on the grill.
He's usually on the grill, obviously, since my chicken sucks. And I'm usually inside cooking the veggies or rice or potatoes or, you know, whatever all the other basic accoutrement is.
Good word.
You like that word. Number 2, do y'all work out together? If so, how often? We just answered that. Number 3, is it easier or harder when y'all are both prepping for a show rather than just one? I think both.
And they both got their ups and downs.
Not one is easier or harder. They both, I mean, because it's like if one is prepping and one is not.
Then the one that's prepping feels like they're missing out.
Yeah.
But if you prep together, then it's
you're both
good.
kinda
Like it's good most of the time until the last like month, and then you're like,
You're
no
both
one's
worthless.
no one's the strong force anymore. Like no one's the crutch. You know, you both are tired. You both are grumpy. You
I
know?
just picturing when we're like laying on the couch just watching TV, which usually happens the last few weeks of just that's all you want to do. and you're like, I'm used to like, if I'm tired, hey babe, can you
get me this, get me that.
Can you bring me a drink, or can you bring me some gum or whatever to cure this craving? And then you're both just laying there like, who's gonna get it this time? You know, like, so they're both kind of, you know, they got their ups and downs on both of them. So not one is really worse than the other, I would say, or easier. 4, what's y'all's favorite cheat meals?
This list could go on for a whole nother video.
But
normally, burgers and froyo.
yeah, and we rotate between the burger joints, and we are Minchie's connoisseurs on the froyo.
Minchie's has froyo figured out.
Yes. All right, last one. How many shows have y'all done together? We've done 2.
Yeah, just 2.
Yeah, competing together. Yeah, we've only had that opportunity to do 2.
Yeah, so I guess as part of the last question, I mean, she's competed over 20 times. I've probably done 12 or 13, but only 2 of them have been together.
Together,
so.
yeah. So, yeah. All right, that's all of them.
Cool.
Those were good questions.
Yeah.
And multiple questions. So y'all got like more than 5.
Yeah, it was like 10 or 12.
Yeah. So that's it for this Q&A. But we're really excited because we are going to be doing a part 3. But the part 3 is going to have some other fit couples with us. So you can't know who it is yet, but you will soon. So ask us.
When do I get to find out? Just kidding.
So ask us more questions, good varieties. Ask us down here below, comment on YouTube. You can comment on Facebook, Instagram, DM, which kind of gets hard, so maybe email if you can. But yeah, we're looking forward to it. Part 3 will be really cool. We'll have another fit couple with us, and see you then.
Yeah. Adios.
My chicken doesn't suck.